Hello everybody, welcome to Kanushi's Corner. For this episode, we're going to be taking a look at all of the Artist Series drop from the recent 2025 Summer Super Drop, some of which are still available from the Secretlairs website, some of which you will have to go to secondary sellers to get. We've got Frank Frisetta art here, always fantastic, love his art. Phil Foglio here, longtime Magic artist, and Imri Sakabashiro. This is one artist I was not familiar with, but the art in this is incredible. What we're going to be doing is opening them, comparing them, seeing how the foil versus the non-foil looks. Let's go ahead and get these open, get them unpacked. We'll zoom in, see what we think about them. This Secretlairs insert's pretty funny. Haven't seen that one yet. Oh man. Right. Starting it off strong with Imri Sakabashiro here. Love a good Artist Series drop. I've gotten a few in the past. Not as many as I would have liked, but not all of them really call to me. These are the first ones that I'm really, I think, making a video of. So far, they both look very cool. Consecrated Sphinx is a heck of a card, you know. It does some really, really cool things. I think I'm liking the non-foil more on this one. They both look really cool, though. I do like the foil on the Sphinx there. It looks very tight. Fantastic card. Just, if they're drawn, you're drawn. Okay, here we have the next one. A Resculpt. The Resculpt looking very interesting in foil. Again, as far as this drop specifically goes, looking at them in person and on the camera too. Let's lower that a little bit. They both look cool. I'm preferring the non-foil. I like the way it looks. Either way, 2 mana Resculpt, pretty good. Exile an artifact. This controller makes the thing. You can, you know, if someone gives you something you don't want, you can make a token instead, or just remove something and who cares, they get a token. Love the art on these. They're very cool. Mirage Mirror. It's really weird looking metallic dragon. Now that one looks pretty cool in foil because it's supposed to be a mirrored dragon, and like, yeah, that's tight. Also, you got that lava pit in the bottom there. Love that. Really fun in Commander as well. This card, 3 mana, and then you can pay 2 mana to have it become a copy of pretty much anything until end of turn. On any turn. And you can do some fun things with putting a bunch of instances of that on the stack as well. Here we have a card that I really love. Oh, we get a couple of signed bonus cards. The Resculpt and Miraged Mirror. That is, we'll check those out in a second. Scion of Draco. Again, really liking that one in the foil. I run this in a 5-color deck that I have. It's all land types. A upgraded version of the Painbow Precon, basically. Yep, this is one I put in it. Love that in the foil. Looking good. Scion of Draco. Very shiny. Here are those. Get on to them. Those signed cards. I love that the secret cards in this one are signed. Of course, the Consecrated Sphinx would have been a massive hit, but I was really hoping for the Scion of Draco, because that would have been pretty styling to have that, put that in Painbow. Either way, beautiful. So you get an extra, you know, secret card that is going to be signed and in foil, regardless if you get foil or non-foil. So that's something to look for. Look out for. It's pretty nice. Next, we're going to be taking a look at Phil Foglio. Phil Foglio's drop has some really funny art in it. Really cute cards. I'm very interested to see how they look foil versus non-foil. I think we just have zombies for this one as far as secret cards go. But it would be nice to get some special art or something. That's always the case. Wouldn't it be nice? Alright, I already like that goblin bombardment. Foil. That got a little off center, whatever. We'll fix that. Yeah, I'm liking that goblin bombardment in foil. Just because all the gold on it shimmering, it just looks very nice. There's always a waiting list to join the Goblin Bombardiers. The recruitment benefits are amazing. Love this. I've had Catapult in my Goblin deck for quite a while, but I plan on swapping out for this one. It's more flavorful. This one I'm thinking I'm liking the foil more, for sure. The non-foil is very nice. Highlights Phil's art, but the foil doesn't really take away from the art. So we'll see it all very nice. Here we have Orcish Lumberjack. Very funny card. You can sacrifice forests to add a bunch of mana in any combination. That art's very cute with the little wizard there. I like the foil because it gives the little glow the wizard has in the non-foil really pops in the foil. This one's a little hard to decide. They both look pretty good. I do like the way they both look. Maybe the foil's better just because it's shiny. At this point, the job ad said room and board. Narfsnoggle hadn't known that he'd have to make his own boards. We have Constant Mists, a really good there we go, I got it. A really good recursion spell. I think I'm liking when you look at it, it's kind of down. I think I'm liking the non-foil more. The foil's cool, but it's kind of hard to see I guess that's supposed to be like elephants or something in the background. Woger, you hear that? Woger, and he's alone. Yeah, good old buyback, sack of land, and you can just keep, as long as you got the mana, you can just keep fogging. I think I'm liking the non-foil more on that one. Here, we'll lift that up here. It seems like we get some special secret cards. Alright. Song of the Dryads. Enchant a permanent. It's a colorless forest land. It's very cute. The song and turning everybody into forest in the background. I really like that art. It's very cartoony, very cute. You're invading my forest? Make like a tree and leave. I really like that one in foil because of how all the leaves pop. But it's another one. They look good. You'll have to decide for yourself on this one. They do look nice though. And then the secret card's kind of cool. So you're either going to get a foil frame if you got the foil one, or a non-foil, but it is the sketch proof of Goblin Bombardment. So it's pretty nice. You'll get 2 Goblin Bombardments. Maybe I'll put one of these in the Goblin deck instead, because I like the idea that it's not quite finished. And the last of the drops for all these fantastic artist series. There's been some beautiful art on these, really silly, fun art. Always love a good artist series, especially when it's an artist who I actually know about. I wasn't really familiar with Emiri Sakabashira. Emiri Sakabashiba. A deadly dispute looking good already. But I'll tell you, I sure know who he is now. Beautiful. Frank Frisetta art here. Magic always finds such really cool artists, too. Oof, both of these are looking good. Lift them up. All right, Frank Frisetta art there. I love flipping back muscles. I love it. The serpent, all this, the dark atmosphere of stuff. There's also some really cool Frank Frisetta sorcery cards that I have. Man, his art is just tight. I gotta say, there's not a huge difference in the foil and the non-foil. The foil is just slightly shiny, as you can see. It just has a little extra sheen to it. I gotta say, I think the foil wins out on this one because it it doesn't detract from the art. while giving that kind of alive glow. They both look beautiful. Scoop these up. Here we have Murderous Rider. Beautiful art here. That skull horse and the warrior. I'm really liking the foil here just because of the glowing eyes on the horse, and it like really makes it. Again, both arts are just gorgeous. What an artist, man. Beautiful. It's also a pretty cool card. You can adventure it, do some stuff. Very nice. We have some more really cool muscles. So I think I'm liking more non-foil. It's like just all the armor being foil makes sense, but it looks kind of weird when you look at it. It's neat, but it's also kind of weird. Of course, Zulaport Cutthroat. Whenever this creature or another creature you control dies, everybody loses some life. You gain some life. There's a lot of fun things you can do with that. Fantastic art there. Love it. So freaking cool. Love seeing them tie his art to magic cards. We have Aggravated Assault. This almost looks like the actual art for Aggravated Assault already. It's kind of funny, like the one that already exists. Maybe this was made a long time ago for this card, and it's finally getting put on it. Untap all creatures you control. After this phase, there's another combat, followed by another main phase, but you can only do this at sorcery speed, so you can get infinite combats. I'm really liking that one in the foil. Again, it gives that sense of atmosphere. The only the weapons and the armor being foiled is I don't know, it's kind of weird in that way, but still, for the background shimmering, I like that. I almost wish it was just the background. Both of them are gorgeous. Maybe I'll end up keeping the non-foil because I really do like that one too. Jeez, they're both very nice. Okay. Next up, we have Desperate Ritual. Now that one looks good in foil. It's like the fire. Again, it brings it to life like he's summoning the fire. That's some good stuff. Beautiful cards. Love that like devil making the... Yep, you make some extra. And then, weirdly enough, I got the same secret card from both of these. I don't know, so maybe you just get a Crypt Breaker. That's just the way it is. And they are both foil, but it's kind of hard to show the foil. Anyway, Crypt Breaker's pretty good. Yeah, discard a card, make a zombie, taps the zombies, draw a card. I have a couple of these already. It's always good to have one. Yep. That's it for all those. We're gonna get sleeved up and move on to the wrap up. And there you have it, everybody. All of the Artist Series drops from the Summer 2025 Super Drop. Emiri Emiri Sakabashira, Phil Foglio, and Frank Frisetta. Fantastic, hilarious, cute, funny art on the Phil Foglio. Some really just iconic, legendary style stuff coming from Frank Frisetta, as always. And then Emiri Sakabashira with just some really just super stylized. Look at it, it always makes you think like somewhere between Godzilla and Yu-Gi-Oh type. I really like the way these all look. I think they're really tight. And then you get some really cool signed cards and some like proof cards, and I think it's pretty tight. If y'all can, go pick them up from the Secretlairs store. I think it's worth it. You know, for sure, there's some really good value in these as far as just magic cards go, and they also just look, they're very striking. They're a cool story to tell, especially if you like the artists. Well, that's all for this episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this video has helped you in some way, either to make an informed purchase or you just like looking at the really cool cards. Until next time, have a good one.